Alrighty. So let me not hit the trackpad anymore tonight. Let's see. Back to Amazon. This is the book. Let me actually, because I did this, let me hit the share button really quick, and I'm going to share it back to the chat of the other live stream. Never mind, it's not available anymore. Welp. I've got one person. Yeah, the HD kind of seems to be choppy when I first start out. Yeah. And I've got no way of telling who the other people were, so I could send it to them. Looks like it's just you and me, Charles. Dear, do you mind watching the live stream so at least there's somebody besides just one other person? Do you only have one person tonight? I had to go back in, and I think Charles is the only one that followed back onto the other one. Yeah, paperwork. That's Charles, dear. Well, there's two, but I think that's my wife. Yeah. Hey, dear. I think 2 is all that we're going to get. I don't know. I want to give them somewhat of a chance, but I don't think anybody's really interested enough to come on. Oh, there's 3 people. My eyes deceive me. Let me do a little bit of sharing myself. I'm going to go to... Well, I see 3. Let's see. I'm going to go to Facebook. And I'm going to go to... No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to the live stream. Okay. Okay. Oop, don't want the feedback. Yeah, original's not a bad color. I like that. It actually looks pretty good. Let me see. So, share, group, King James Visual Artists, post, Authorized Version 1611 post, Boaz Baptist Chronicles post, KJV Baptist Bible Believers post, King James Bible Believers post, Friends of Gail Ripplinger post, KJV only post, 1611 Truckers for Christ post, Yea Hath God Said, comparing King James Bible to modern versions post, Rosh Nights post, original only post, KJV Comics post, King James onlyism post, Bible Believers 2.0 post. Christian Multimedia post. TV 1611 Bible Society post. Oh, Rex the KJV Man post. KJV Watchman Fellowship post. KJV Bible Soldiers post. Authorized King James Bible post. Learn, Share, Teach King James Bible post. Official Baptist Bethel Church post. Saved a KJV using Christian Singles, the Trap group. Don't go to that group, it's a trap. King James Bible Version Movement post. King James Bible versus so-called Bibles post. Well, more people are going to be seeing part 2. Do. King James Bible Defenders post. PBI Graduates and Friends post. We'll probably King James Bible Believers, Not Just Users post, and I Believe in the King James Bible is the inspired post. Okay. Cool beans. All right. So that just went to a bunch of groups, and the link is in the Bible version conspiracy updates chat group. So anybody that sees it there can come on. I just hope I'm not too late for some people still. But anyways, I like the color much better on this this video setting on the original one. So here's where it starts getting very, very interesting, guys. Very, very interesting. Very concerning. This is where I start suspecting that this Mandela Effect thing has a little more to it than meets the eye. Here's the book description. And I really want to get this book. This book is going to be worn into by me, I think, over the years. By the way, I hope to be able to make an official Conspiracy Theorist of the Year award at some point here. Last year, we gave a video to Peter J. Peters for being the Conspiracy Theorist of the Year because of his 9-part, I believe, sermon series about how Gail Riplinger is secretly laughing at the people that believe the King James Bible. Because apparently she's a witch of some kind. This lady, and I say lady with all due respect, and sorry, Katrina, we will have words in the future. And I look forward to it. I loved our conversation on your live stream, but watch part 1 if you have a chance, but you're busy. We're all busy. Whatever. We will talk. We will talk. The title of the book is Abomination of Desolation and Supernatural Bible Changes, KJV Study Guide, Lying Signs and Wonders, Mandela Effect. What a title. Let me read that verbatim. Abomination of Desolation, ampersand, Supernatural Bible Changes, hyphen, KJV Study Guide, colon, Lying Signs and Wonders, pipe, Mandela Effect. Quite a title. And that's pretty much how it is on the front. The actual cover says The Abomination of Desolation, ampersand, Supernatural Bible Changes, KJV Study Guide, Revised Edition, Katrina L. Martin. So I guess the title page would have more of the Amazon description name. It's 335 pages long. Oh my goodness, how? I don't even know. It was published November 17th of last year. It stands a stunning 6 inches tall, or 9 inches tall. It lies 6 inches wide and is 0.76 inches deep. Description. Quote, if you recall the parable of the wineskins and not the parable of the bottles, Matthew 9:17, Mark 2:2, and Luke 5:37-38, as it is written today in the KJV. I'm pretty sure it's always said bottles, and wineskins I'm pretty sure is in every modern translation, so. Or that God created the heavens, plural, in Genesis 1:1, which is not what the King James says. It says singular heaven, always has. Grab my, where did it go? Oh, there it is. The Zondervan facsimile says heaven. My memory, however, sometimes is affected by heavens, because I would have memorized that verse as a young child from an NIV. Let's see, but I do not remember it being heaven in the King James Bible. I remember it being heaven. I do not remember seeing it heavens, and I've used that for several years, over a decade, as one of the ways that I can check to see if I want to read a King James Bible or not, because there are a lot of really bad printings, and some of the bad printings say heavens, plural, and not heaven, singular. And I put a link to a video by a standard bearer. She's a YouTuber here, and she apparently did a video about different King James Bible printings, more contemporary ones, probably like the Open Bible and different ones like that, just kind of showing the different problems that are between them. Okay. These, the parable of the wineskins, apparently it should be, and God created the heavens, should have been. These are prime examples of supernatural Bible changes. This is a study guide providing this is bold, over 1,000 examples of supernatural Bible changes, back to regular type, in the King James Bible. We are seeing lying signs and wonders happening right now, according to 2 Thessalonians 2. This is unbelievable, but there are many unbelievable things that are true. So we will keep looking at it. We are seeing the abomination of desolation taking place right now. I'm sorry. The Bible talks about the abomination of desolation, which is spoken of by Daniel the prophet. Let him that readeth understand, correct? And that's something that's really lacking when it comes to this book. We'll get into it. When the Antichrist sits in the temple proclaiming himself to be God, that is the abomination of desolation. And 2 Thessalonians 2, let's take a look at 2 Thessalonians 2. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye should not soon be shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Christ is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall come, that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things? And he that withholdeth, remember ye not? And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Yes, doth already work. And if you guys want to throw likes on this video, if you're enjoying it so far, that'd be awesome. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm, and sharing this with, and I have to put this in there all the time, sharing this with friends that you know that might be interested in this content is the best free way to support this channel. Prayers and shares, the two best free ways that you can help what we are doing here. And there's links in the description to how you guys can help us in other ways. For ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. So there's something that is holding the Antichrist back so that he'll be revealed when in his appointed time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work, only he that now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that capital W wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. For this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Later on, we'll find out that if you don't believe in the supernatural Bible changes, you are going to hell. Apparently, you were never a true Christian if you don't see what the author sees, and that's sad. That they okay. But we are bound to give thanks always. Okay, we got that. And therefore, 15. Therefore, stand fast and hold the traditions that you've been taught, whether by word or our epistle. So, just for time, I'm going to leave the rest of that. If you want to read it, you certainly can. Apparently, these supernatural Bible changes are the work of the Antichrist, taking the pure words of God and changing them supernaturally. It's supernatural. Okay, so I'm wondering how powerful God is, and especially, like we talked about in the last video, part 1, if these supernatural Bible changes go from, oh, look, one day it's lion in Isaiah 11:6 instead of wolf lying down with the lamb. Quick, let's screen capture it. So we'll save it, because soon every printing, every digital copy of this Bible verse is going to change. And we want to have it preserved in a screen capture so that we know that this actually happened, and we can prove to people that it flip-flops from such to such. First of all, I've got no idea how that works. Because, and this is the thing. The idea is that someone or some group out there is casting spells and making the Bible say heaven in Genesis 1:1 and heavens another day. And it's like, no, I think your memory is that you're reading from a King James Bible and modern versions, or you're hearing sermons, or you're listening to tapes or something else like this. It's working its way in there somehow, and you remember heavens, and you go and you read heaven, and you're just like, the Illuminati changed my Bible with time travel or black magic or something. They don't know what is changing it. That is the thing. It could be people from Zeta Reticuli. It could be the Montauk Project. It could be Al Bielek in a supernatural, ethereal form doing something I don't know, to their brains while they sleep or something. They don't know what is causing this. They just have a theory that there's black magic happening somewheres that makes it so every Bible in the world changes to the wolf will lay down with the lamb, to the lion will lay down with the lamb, to the wolf, to the lion, to the wolf. It flickers on and off sometimes. So I guess that's God and the devil playing tug of war, and they're trying to see if they can. God's not in that kind of battle. With his word with which he created the world, with his word which he created the stars, which the angels are part of. It's amazing to think of how this idea makes it so that your God is powerless to keep a Bible that he has preserved from the hand of man and from the hand of Satan always. And right now they're performing a ritual somewhere, some obscure place. And not only are they taking 4 or 5 words, like, Genesis 1:1, Isaiah 11:6, Matthew 24:1, with an emoticon apparently. Not only are they doing that, they're changing and they're adding nonsense verses. They're adding nonsense verses. Now that's where things get really spirited, especially with me, because I can read the King James Bible. I don't always understand it, but there are a lot of places where I can take my time and I can go, that makes sense. We'll get into that. We'll get into that, all right. Okay, so the rest of the description says, we are seeing the abomination of desolation taking place right now. She does not apparently know what the abomination of desolation is. She thinks that it's the same thing as lying signs and wonders. Lying signs and wonders are the part of the false prophet, and the abomination of desolation is where the Antichrist sits in the temple of God proclaiming himself to be God. And everybody is supposed to run when they see that, not when they go, oh dang, that used to say lion. I have a blurry screen capture to prove it. Why didn't your screen capture change? They can't answer these questions. It's really, really sad. That's what ketosis will do to you, I guess. We are seeing the abomination of desolation taking place right now. Every Bible translation across the earth is supernaturally changing. The KJV is now filled with grammar errors, nonsense verses, new words, words erased, doctrinal errors. The King James Bible is full of doctrinal errors. That's interesting because most of the doctrine that you understand came from somebody that read a King James Bible and got it from that. New titles to various books of the Bible, like everybody always says, Revelations. New titles to various books of the Bible and other blasphemous changes. The changes are now are self-evident now. This book has 282 pages with areas for note-taking. And that's that. And I don't know if anybody wants to go check out her channel or not, but if you want to, the channel is called EYA. That's is in Edward, yes, and Andrew. All caps, right together. Oh, Carl, buddy. He wants to say hello. Hello. Hi, buddy. Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Punch it and throw it and mark it with the mark of the Antichrist and put it in hell because that's what God said to do. I don't know. That was bad. Okay, enough. Changing verses. All right. So Isaiah 11:6, the wolf and the lamb. Is this a supernaturally changing Bible verse? No, you don't. You're not touching that trackpad. I already did that. Let me see. You're going to get thrown out in the snowstorm before you touch that trackpad. I'm not making a part 3. Let's see. I'm going to go to drive. And now here's an interesting thing, because I went on her live stream the other day and called in. I had questions, and then she starts bringing up all these nonsense verses. I hadn't heard about these things before, and apparently it is every single verse in the King James Bible that she doesn't understand is a nonsense verse that was added by the Illuminati. Here we go. So, the lion and the lamb, which is not a thing in Isaiah. It is more of a concept in Revelation. Trying to load the PDF of Isaiah 11. Yes, Carl loves his live streams. He was a hairy man and girt with a girdle of leather about his loins, and he said, so in the Levitical clothing, only women wear bonnets. That's a supernatural Bible change because it doesn't make sense to me. Hang on. I'm to cease and desist trying to load that PDF because I think it's screwing with my internet connection. Okay. Hopefully that's a little better. Hopefully that'll even out here in a second. Oh, 12 viewers. That is actually not bad. So okay. I hope that didn't. So, long short of it, a few people that differently found a website about the King James Bible, that not having a problem going wolf. That doesn't read as well as lion, and that's what I remember. And it's so Catherine, people, very helpful guy, very polite. I enjoyed talking to him, and he is not pushy about it at all. And I think that good conversations might be able to be had with him. And if you don't mind. Let's see. By the way, let's see, there's one person time with the stalling parts and being heard. Listening anyways. Okay. Once this idea is in your head, you can notice nothing new in the Bible. You also can't have your bad memory corrected. It's sad. They have a really basic things. Like, I don't know if Buzz Anderson is one of these supernatural Bible change people. I don't want to be rude. But they're saying 2:15 should you to do a couple of things. First, modern Bible translation. You the internet's really stally. Is anybody able to hear me right now on the live stream? If you guys could put a comment, that would be awesome. Because right now I'm only seeing... Dear, are you doing something heavily internet related on the tab? That's weird. It was doing that fine before. Is it doing it badly? Bad?
A little. Sad how people, like the person watching your live stream, can't realize that there are different words that mean the same thing. Like couch and
what is a table? Webster's.
The same words that mean the same thing. Translated
Web. What is a table? Okay. Talking about today. So you'll be happy then, I guess. Table is an old word for tablet. It means a flat surface that can be written on. Webster's 828. And I am sorry that so many people is not only does it extend to the copy of the Bible that you have in your hand, it extends to everybody's copy of the Bible that they had throughout all of history, and all the commentaries and all of the dictionaries have been changed as well. So in other words, you're never going to prove me wrong, and I'm going to keep my wacky conspiracy theory and call you a heretic. It's sad how some people are like this. I don't know if you buzz are like this, but anyways, let's learn. Table, noun, Latin, tabula, from whence we get our word tablet. 1. A flat surface of some extent, or a thing that has a surface, as a table of marble. An article of furniture consisting usually, and this is definition 2. An article of furniture consisting usually of a frame with a surface of boards or of marble, supported by legs, used by for a great variety of purposes, such as holding dishes, meat, or for writing on, etc. The nymph, the table spread, as a literary usage. Fair, this is number 3. Fair or entertainment of provisions, as he keeps a good table. 4. The person sitting at a table, or partaking of entertainment. I drink to the general joy of the whole table. Definition 5. A tablet. A surface on which anything is written or engraved. The 10 Commandments were written on 2 tables of stone. Exodus 32:15. Definition picture. 7. Among Christians, the Lord's table is the sacrament or Holy Communion of the Lord's Supper. The altar of burnt offering, Malachi 1:7, was a table. In architecture, a smooth, simple member or ornament in various forms, of 23 definitions that he supplies for the word table and how they're used in the Bible. And apparently he didn't remember it saying tablet in there. On 2 tables, it will talk like you do. It'll sing in modern English. You won't have to tax your understanding whatsoever. I don't know why the connection's so unstable. Okay. All right. It doesn't stop there. And but us all sort of things. And by the way, what they sent me when I was on the live stream there is whenever I took a verse and I just explained it to you, and tablet, how the same thing, it's not hard to understand. Surprised obviously memorized it from the King James Bible, and when you memorized it along with the punctuation, like you probably should have, it said tablets, correct? And now it has changed to tables. This is not a supernatural Bible. This is a, I think it should be this way. I'm going to say that, and I'm going to pick a fight with you over what I think the Bible should have said. That's sad.